Good people, what's happening? I'm Mape Sullivan with MILLEN Forward, and in this video we're going to work through an Excel sheet to create your own budget. So I don't have anything else to say, so let's jump right in. There should be a link somewhere, I don't know. But please subscribe and also share this video with your friends. Maybe you all can create a budget together. I love Excel, so we're going to be working in Excel. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we get started, people always ask me, like, how can I invest in this? How can I invest in real estate? I want to buy stocks. I want to do all these things, but when it comes down to the money part, I don't know, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever it may be, in order for you to get started, people always start looking crazy and, oh, my money is funny or whatever it may be. So I decided to create this video because I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear nothing you're talking about when it comes to investing or buying a house or your first investment property, stocks, and all this type stuff, until you have to have a budget first. And some people think that's easy to do, or it's beneath me. I don't need a budget. I make enough money or whatever. I always say it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep, and how much money you invest, and how much money you put to work for you. So in this video, very high level, I'm going to just simply create a budget. Hopefully you can follow along and do the same thing. So you're looking at Excel. So this is not my actual bank account, but this is just a sample bank account that I found online. So the first thing you're going to need to do is, whoever you bank with, you need to download your history. And if you have a debit card or a credit card, whatever it may be, there should be a section on your website of your bank where you can download your transactions. You can, for example, I use Wells Fargo. You can download it there, or mint.com. It may be something different now, but you can Google Mint, M-I-N-T. That you can connect it to your bank account. You can download your history that way. I always like to use them as well. Or like I say, if you mostly use credit cards, you should be able to download your history on the website. So quickly, what I like to do is I use 3 months. So as you can see, I actually added this column for the month. The date. You're going to have the date transaction on your file that you download. It may not be an Excel file. You may have to save it as an Excel file. And again, this is high level. If you need some help with how to work in Excel, how to download, just let me know, and we can go through the video of how to do that. So I just like to do 3 months. That can give you a general idea of where your money is going. So I added this column. See, month, you have October, September, and August. And most times they give you like a description here of what you're spending your money on. And also I added a category. And this file I'm going to leave in the description so you can download the file. But categories, are here. And we can read that, or you can read that whenever you download the file. I go by the 50-30-20 rule. High level, 50% goes towards things you got to have, your needs. 30% of your income goes towards the things that you want, and 20% goes towards your savings. I mean, that can change just depending on where you are, but that gives you a general idea of what you can start with. And I also have some categories that you can possibly use. So again, that will be in the description of the video. So back to the Excel sheet. You have your amount. That's, how much the actual transaction cost, the account, where the account came from. Sometimes people may have the first checking, your second checking account that you pay bills with, your savings account. It may be with another bank. So that's what that is. Then the actual account number. Then the institution. Like I said, this is just a sample sheet. What you download may not look exactly like this, but this is just giving you a general idea. So what I like to do is create the categories, and then there are two ways that I use, or you can use, to categorize how much money you spend in a specific category each month. So, first this is like a simple budget sheet. I created the money going out, income, money coming in, your paycheck and all that. So I created the categories that you see here. I added to the simple budget sheet. So you can quickly just input the number. So let's go back and let's go through the categories. One way, like I said, I like to do it 3 months. So the average of 3 months, and that's what you can put as your amount that you can budget for. So the first thing we need to start with is the paycheck, your income. So you can either do, you already have all the months showing the category. So you need to do, what are your forms of income? So you have your paycheck, then you have a side hustle, if you have one, or whatever other income that you have coming in. And you just do it that way. Or I created a pivot table. A lot of people don't like pivot tables, but I love pivot tables. And you can, as a matter of fact, let me just create one very quickly. I don't want to take up too much time. So the way that you create a pivot table, if you just highlight pretty much everything here, and then you go to insert pivot table, then just hit OK, and this is your pivot table. So I am going to quickly set it up how I set up this other one. So you got the month, category, average amount. So your month, this is your month here, September, August, September, October. What's the other one? Category. Click, drag your categories that you created based on what you spend on. It may be different for other people. And then also you have your average amount, the cost, like how much did how much were the transactions. So you're gonna do values. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, this is the count. I mean amount. So this is the amount. As you can see, it's giving you the grand total, but you want the average of these 3 months. So you just right click, then you do value field settings, and you can do average. So now you have an average of the 3 months that you have spent. That's one way you can do it. I like to do it the pivot table way, because you can change it up and do certain things with the pivot table. But if you are not familiar with pivot tables, you can do it this way as well. So we're going to go back to the sample transaction sheet. So you already have all the months, and you can go to the categories. We were looking at the paycheck, right? So this income coming in. So you got your paycheck and your side hustle. And we're just going to demonstrate this way because it's easier to do. So what you can do is you have your paycheck. So you just click on it. You hold the CTRL button on your computer. Then you can click the other paycheck, and then you click the other paycheck here. And if you look down here, it's an average. So you can do $5,544. So your paycheck. Your net monthly pay, just average 5544. Boom. Your side hustle. Let's see. And this is just going back to the pivot table here. I'm just going to look here. Your side hustle. You have 650, 700, and then your average is the $675. Then you go to your sample transactions. Should say the same thing. You highlight it. That CTRL, bottom left corner of your computer keyboard. Highlight it again. Boom, $675. So you got your income. I have it bi-weekly. If you get paid once a week or bi-weekly, I get paid bi-weekly. That's why I like to use the bi-weekly. So you can have an idea of the money that you're working with each pay period. So you have your income, right? And so left to budget is over here. So savings. So if you want to go, I'm going to go to the pivot table because it's quicker. Let's just do the first 2 or 3 from the sample sheet here. So your simple budget, we're gonna go savings. Oh yeah, savings. You should always that should be your first money that you account for that's coming out. So always first. Save first before you pay bills. Sample transaction sheet, we're gonna go to savings. Let's see what the other ones are. Savings, personal, auto, and gas. Let's just do those 3. So you have auto and gas, personal, savings. Okay, well that's a lot. So let's just do 1. Let's do the savings. So okay, that's easy. So you got here, highlight, and that's easy. So your average savings a month is, you're doing $100. So you see it's taken away from this number here. So personal, let's just go to our pivot table. You got personal, 62, let's just say $63. Auto and gas, you got $88. Mortgage, average, so you got $19.03. Groceries, simple budget 50. Oh wow, for groceries 53. Not sure what this person is eating, but like I said, this is just okay. I enter all the information. So this person is really in a good place. She has each about a little over $1,100 to, I guess, play with or figure out what else to do with it. That's left over based on her income and then the money that she has going out. So that is how you do a simple budget. I mean, this number can change over here depending on if you want to, like, if you have this much money left over, you should of course save more, but I would say invest, put an investment category here. I would say invest $200, I don't know, a month. It can be more, it should be way more than that, but I'm just keeping it simple. So before you come to me or go to anybody and asking to invest in certain things, whatever it may be that you may be interested in, please remember, at least have some type of budget that so you know where your money is going. I mean, that's the worst thing you can say is, where did my money go this month? You should know. Like I always say, If you don't tell your money where to go, it will tell you where it wants to go. In most cases, it's food, shopping, whatever it may be, on things that you really don't need. It's just things that we want. But like I said, I love working in Excel, and when I work with these type, with people and budgets, I just like to tell my money where to go. Because if can tell where your money, if you can tell where your money goes, you can always put that money to work. I always like to use like put my kids to work, which my kids are money, so that they can bring back, what they've been working on. So, it's all about putting your money to work. So if you are interested in me working with you with creating the budget, just reach out. Please don't forget to subscribe to the page, and I'm hopeful that you have learned something. Again, this Excel sheet will be in the description. And hey, once you change your mindset, I mean, you can accomplish anything, and it's not hard to do. I like to live an auto draft lifestyle. Hopefully, I can teach you to do that as well. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you saw something that you didn't quite understand, like the pivot table or how to download the transactions or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment. Or if you had a question about the categories, just leave a comment, or you can just shoot me an email or whatever you want to do. All right, see you next time.